Community College's 2025 Commencement Ceremony. Please take your seats. Please know that at the conclusion of the ceremony, there will be a loud bang and popping noise, so audience discretion is advised. The President will let you know when this will occur. Please welcome our Chandler-Gilbert Community College leadership, esteemed guests, and faculty. Leading today's processional is Chandler-Gilbert Community College President, Dr. C.J. Wooster, Chancellor of the Maricopa Community Colleges, Dr. Stephen Gonzalez, Maricopa Community College Governing Board Member, Jacqueline Smith, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Deborah Hardy, Vice President of Student Affairs, Bettina Celis, Vice President of Administrative Services, Dr. Heather Weber, Dean of Enrollment, Dr. Felicia Ramirez Perez, Dean of Student Success and Retention, Ryan Kane, Dean of Instruction, Dr. Gabriela Rosu, Dean of Workforce and Innovation, Tom Pearson, and narrating today's ceremony is Vice President of Business Operations, Dr. Bernadette Lamazza. Leading our faculty today is Faculty Senate President Greg Taquin. welcome our 2025 Chandler-Gilbert Community College graduates. For the presentation of the colors by Chandler High School Air Force JROTC and remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Reina Trujillo, the winner of this year's MCLI Artist of Promise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Twyla Morrison, President of College Deca Club and an all-USA academic team.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. To acknowledge the land we gather on today, please welcome Adriana Paddock, a CGCC Hoop of Learning Scholar.
Chandler-Gilbert Community College is located on the ancestral, traditional, and contemporary lands of the Accomal Anthem, who have honored and cared for this landscape for millennia. The Accomal Anthem shared our land with their allies, the Peeposh and the Gila River community. Their traditional knowledge have allowed them to live bountifully and harmoniously in the Sonoran Desert. CGCC thanks the original caretakers of the land and pledges to continue partnering with the Gila River Indian community and other indigenous peoples to build and to sustain ethical relationships with the indigenous peoples and the land on which our work takes place. CGCC recognizes their knowledge and their right to self-determination and sovereignty as indigenous nations, and acknowledges the strength of the plurality of Arizona with 22 federally recognized tribes.
Please welcome Greg Jaquin, Faculty Senate President.
Thank you. First of all, welcome to the 2025 Chandler-Gilbert Community College commencement exercise. So, a round of applause. I am Greg Jaquin. I am the president of the Faculty Association, and I am absolutely honored to serve in that capacity. And the first thing I will say before I start is you have a profoundly impactful, kick-butt team of faculty members on this college, and we need to give them a round of applause. So really, my remarks are really simple today. You're college graduates now, or you soon will be. So here's what I say. Here's the world. It's all yours. Take it away. Don't bring it back. Nice talk. I'll see you later. We do live in a complex world. So here's my comments. So here we are. I don't have a speech as much as I have an expectation for graduates and everybody. What you started here is just beginning here. This isn't where we stop, and it's not where we settle. It's much more than that. So this is where you come in. When I look around, I don't just see a commencement ceremony. I see individuals, I see human beings, I see leaders trying to solve problems on a daily basis and trying to figure out if this is what life's all about. And that's all right. Well, what's all right? How do we define all right? What's acceptable? So in my previous life, in my career, and before I came here, I had a very long career, and I tell you what, I tell people all the time, I have seen the absolute worst of humanity on this planet, and I've seen the absolute best of humanity on this planet. And I'm going to tell you something. Each and every time it came down to one thing, human beings and people. That's the element that we dealt with. You see, at the most critical times of your life, when you wield the power you've yet to even understand that you possess right now, sitting in those chairs, it is at that moment that you possess a power and the greatest gift you have. This isn't a pep talk as much as it is a guarantee that at that moment, you can fundamentally alter the life and the course of life of other people. So, it isn't a heavy story. It's a call to train your heart, open your mind, clear your eyes, and never settle. We go around settling, and we go around suggesting that mediocrity is okay, and it's not. It demands that we give others a clear path in their most challenging hour. It demands that we pave a path for others. It demands we share ourselves, our minds, our insights, and our time with one another. And most of all, it demands that you grow the gift you have that you may not even know about at this point. Trust me, you will grow each and every time you think something is not your business, when you stop looking the other way and make it your business. And if you don't, settle in, because you'll get what you'll get, and you know what you're going to say to yourself after the fact? Man, if I just would have done something different, if I just would have made a different decision, or if I just would have made that issue my business. So, with that, you can change and make a difference. If you don't try, you won't know. A great spiritual leader once told me something very, very profound. It was actually a taxi driver. And in my other life, we were in a very precarious special operation. There was a team of us, there were about 10 of us, and we were in a land abroad, and we were in this precarious operation. It's the middle of a torrential downpour. And I and my team flagged this guy down and asked him, you know what, hey, it's a torrential downpour. Can you do us a favor? Can you just drive us 2 blocks? 2 blocks. I knew that was a ridiculous request. But you know what? At that moment, he looked back at me and he says, hey, 1 coconut in the basket is better than no coconuts in the basket. So I jumped in and I said, drive, and drive like heck, because we got to get out of here. And so that's what happens. So practice this in life, practice this in family, practice this in love, and practice this in crises, and practice this in life's challenges. The first day of my classes, I tell my students several things. If I make you laugh, if I make you cry, if I tick you off, I use a different verb, but if I tick you off, then I'm doing my job, because you're critically thinking and you're not just reading off of some or regurgitating off of some PowerPoint. So why? Because I've captured your heart and mind at that moment, and I have you critically thinking. Well, guess what? That's what life's about. The truth is, we simply do not cultivate the commitment to kick butt beyond our own backyards. We take care of us. and sometimes nothing else because we don't see the greater vision of life that compels us to do more. Having said that, much of what we see around us sells us personal satisfaction, not commitment and sacrifice. And remember that power I mentioned earlier? Remember that power I talked about earlier that maybe you don't even realize? I mentioned earlier, so I ask you, is the community around us simply a jumping off point for our own personal ambitions? Or is it a place where our ambitions fill an arena in which we are meant to give back to others? What is owed you is debatable, and probably I'll tell you, nothing is owed you. But I will say this, what is given you, you can change the world with. And if it is as simple as one thing at a time, you can alter the course of somebody's life. So I leave you with this. A couple things to think about, and these sound really simple and elementary. But at first day of class, every one of my students gets this. Choices are really, really easy. Consequences are really, really hard. And not all of you will make life or death choices. Not all of you will be asked to enter a place where you don't know who's behind the door. Not all of you will decide to enter a violent threat zone. That's not the point. Every choice you make has a consequence. Everything you do today and when you leave this parking lot has a consequence. The other simple thing I'm going to tell you is, why should you care? I ask my students all the time, I don't care what the topic is, I don't care what the issue is, I don't care what the subject matter is. In our classrooms, why should you care? Because I have cared my whole career even before I got here. Because you're sitting in these chairs today, because you can alter the course of your family, your life, your relationships, that's why you should care. And the very last thing is my mantra, and my students get tired of hearing it. It sounds really ridiculous. People matter, relationships count. In my other life, I have ribbons, awards, medals. I look like a general from a foreign country. Nobody ever cared about that. Do you know what they cared about? How I treated them, if I knew their name, if I cared about their success, and when things got really, really bad, I had their back. So with that, I leave you with this. I applaud you, I congratulate you, I compel you, I have hope for you, I love you, and with that, it will never be excusable for any of you to say, it's not my problem. Thank you. And now I am very pleased to introduce Maricopa Governing Board member Jacqueline Smith.
Good morning. As he shared, I'm Jacqueline Smith. I'm one of 7 elected officials who serves on the Maricopa Community College's governing board, and I'm so honored to be celebrating here with you today. Part of my role as one of your speakers is to help you remember this moment. Not just the caps and gowns, but what it means to graduate in 2025. 2025 has already been a year of big moments. Many of us have been talking about artificial intelligence and how it continues to transform how we work, learn, create, and connect. And AI is rapidly evolving. How will we remember its level of sophistication here in 2025? So I have a quick audience participation moment for you. I'm about to tell 2 jokes. One of them was written by my 4-year-old. The other was written by ChatGPT. I'll then ask you to clap with which one you think was written by ChatGPT. Why did the cow become an astronaut? So it could visit the moon. That's joke number 1. Joke number 2. Why did the chicken say no thank you to having more dessert? It wanted a little more time to cluck around. All right, who thinks ChatGPT wrote the moon joke? Let's hear your claps. Who thinks ChatGPT wrote the chicken joke? I told you, 2025 is the year of great moments. My son wrote the chicken joke. But he doesn't know what cluck rhymes with. I don't think. So, 2025, big moments. AI can tell jokes, AI can help you with your homework, AI can help you work through difficult problems, In 2025, scientists announced that we might not be alone in the universe. Wildfires have made headlines in the newspapers about wildfires in California and New Jersey. It's reminding us how urgent environmental action is. Whew, and White Lotus took us to Thailand. Round of applause if you got to catch up on White Lotus. Whew, that was good. And it's not like there's anything too much happening in the political environment. Just kidding, but that's for another speech. Given that all that has happened this year, and it's only May, it's clear that the world is rapidly changing. And graduates, are you ready to meet this moment? Yes, you have demonstrated that you have what it takes to adapt and to learn and to build the future that you want to live in. Your education has helped you develop new skills, and hopefully it has also given you something just as important, a network. Even though each of your names will be called individually, today is a celebration of many, of a community of people who pursued their dreams together. The faculty, the staff, the friends, the family, and others who supported you. A team, people that you can lean on and who can lean on you. I've been really focused lately on the idea that social connection can steady us against the turbulence that comes with change. Research shows that meaningful connection can be forged even when time is limited. Simon Sinek speaks about how in as little as 8 minutes, you can talk to someone and feel a little bit less alone. These small, intentional moments of authentic connection, like listening deeply, showing vulnerability, offering genuine kindness, they can rapidly switch off the brain's social threat alarms, and they can reduce our feelings of loneliness and isolation. So as you navigate the rest of 2025 and beyond, I hope you will take the time you need to share some jokes with others, to fill your cup, and to wish your mom a happy Mother's Day in a couple days. Congratulations.
Please welcome the Chancellor of the Maricopa Community Colleges, Dr. Stephen Gonzalez.
Most of you may not be able to see it from where you're sitting in this place, but there's a small stand for us to decide to either use or not use. I'm kind of in between. I feel like maybe I should just commit one leg and stand up a little bit higher. How's that? Can you see me now? Way too high, right? Good morning, everybody. It's great to be here. I love to come give speeches at Chandler-Gilbert because I get to say, hell yeah. That's right. With the conversation and jokes going on about AI, many of you may not know this, but Chandler-Gilbert Community College developed the country's first certificate and associate's degree in artificial intelligence machine learning in the entire country. That happened right here. And beginning this fall, you can now earn a bachelor's degree in machine learning artificial intelligence here at Chandler-Gilbert Community College. Today, members from all corners of our community have gathered to witness the culmination of your academic endeavors. I'm speaking to the graduates here. Each of you have made the powerful decision to pursue higher education, and some of you are the first in your family to earn a college degree. Some have returned to gain new and advanced skills, and some of you are lifelong learners, driven by your endless curiosity. Education is a cornerstone of human progress. It prepares us to take on real-world challenges and embrace real-world opportunities. Education allows us to nurture our natural talents and unlock the potential we may not have realized that we possess. Every innovation and every moment that has pushed our society forward was achieved through knowledge. The mind begins as a blank slate. With every learning experience, every interaction on campus, every assignment, you have acquired the knowledge needed to create value, not only in your life, but the lives of those around you. Knowledge is like an echo. It projects beyond oneself. It allows us to bring new ideas to fruition. It touches the lives of those we serve, and it shapes our future. You should feel a deep sense of pride knowing that you are joining countless Arizonans who made community college their first choice. As the largest community college system in Arizona and in the United States, we are proud to be the #1 in homegrown talent. Each of you here today embodies the excellence at the heart of our mission. Graduates, the future does not wait for you. It begins with you. Whatever path you choose to take, Whether moving directly into the workforce or continuing your education, let me leave you with this call to action. Go forth and build the communities we all want to live in. Congratulations, class of 2025. This is just the beginning of a bright future that lies ahead. Hell yeah.
Please welcome Dr. C.J. Wooster, President of Chandler-Gilbert Community College.
Good morning. You all look great today. I'm gonna have you do something for me real quick, all right? I gotta do this. This is my first commencement as a college president, so I gotta take a picture of this moment, all right? Will you join me for a second? All right, howl yeah on 3. 1, 2, 3, howl yeah. All right, thank you. Thanks for indulging me in that. Thank you to Greg Jaquin, Board Member Smith, and Chancellor Gonzalez for your remarks. We're so grateful for your comments today as we celebrate such an important milestone in the journey of our CGCC students that are very soon to be CGCC graduates. I'd also like to thank Greg Jaquin for his leadership as Faculty Senate President. It's both valued and appreciated. We are fortunate at Chandler-Gilbert Community College to have the most exceptional faculty and staff that you are going to find anywhere. Individuals who are tirelessly dedicated to student success. Would you please join me for a second in acknowledging the Chandler-Gilbert Community College team of faculty, staff, and administration that is setting the standard for all others in higher education. I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge some special guests who are with us today and who support Chandler-Gilbert Community College and all the work that we do. So please stand for a moment to be acknowledged. First, Mr. John Lewis, the President and CEO of the East Valley Partnership and a wonderful person. I'd also like to give a special acknowledgement to Terry Kimball, who's the CEO and President of the Chandler Chamber of Commerce. Whew, didn't expect that. And her team, as they have committed time and time again to providing scholarships to CGCC students and partnering with us to increase opportunities for the college, opportunities for our students. Terry and her team are here as special guests today, and we appreciate all you do to support us. So to our graduates, here you are, you made it. Today is such a special day to celebrate your accomplishments, and as both Governing Board Member Smith and Dr. Gonzalez mentioned, it's also a day to celebrate community and connections with those who have supported you. The faculty, the staff, the family, the friends, the loved ones that may have helped you along the way. So to our faculty and guests, if you're here to support one of our graduates today, or if you've supported them at any point throughout their journey as they've attended Chandler-Gilbert Community College, would you please stand for a moment if you're able so we can recognize you? Stretch your legs. There's a lot of you that supported them. There. This is what is so incredible about the power of education. It builds communities, it strengthens communities, and once a year it even lets us put on these fun caps and gowns to celebrate the achievements of each of you that have trusted us with supporting the pursuit of your educational goals. We're so grateful today to have the largest number of graduates we have ever had participate in the graduation ceremonies at Chandler-Gilbert Community College. And numbers aside, what's so inspiring is that each and every graduate has their own individual story. Each of you has your own individual journey. We have first-generation students. We have veteran students. We have students who are parents or provide care to a loved one. Some of our students are intending on transferring to a university or possibly getting your bachelor's degree within the Maricopa Community Colleges as a next step, while others were focused on learning additional skills that will help them excel in the workplace. Some of our graduates have been in honors classes or engaged in the many service learning opportunities we provide, or been part of a student club, and some are student athletes. Some of our graduates have participated in performing arts performances, contests, and shows, and I can tell you from attending many of those events that our students participate in, there is an overwhelming amount of talent sitting in this room. You already heard our national anthem sang by Raina this morning. We have so much talent among our students. You guys are going to do great things. You likely had some wonderful times, and I'm sure you had some very challenging times, and to be honest, I saw many of y'all during finals week, so I know that there were some tough times along the way. But no matter what, the fact that you're here today means that you kept going, you kept learning, you kept growing, and you kept trying, even if you made mistakes or had hard times along the way. Here at Chandler-Gilbert Community College, we are proud of so many things, but what we're most proud of is the success of our students. So graduates, today we celebrate you, we congratulate you. And as I conclude my remarks, I'd like to share a short quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. She said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." So I ask you, I encourage you, keep dreaming big, keep doing great things, keep having an impact, because that is how you are going to make this world a better place. So thank you, congratulations graduates, we love you, and in true CGCC Coyote fashion, I have to say, howl yeah. So congratulations once again, and now it's time to hear from a few of you. So please help me welcome Bettina Sellis, Vice President of Student Affairs, to introduce our student speakers.
Thank you, Dr. Wooster. Congratulations, class of 2025. Felicidades, you did it, you made it. Today is a day to celebrate you, our students, and what better way than to hear from one of your fellow graduates. Carson Mock will be graduating with a degree in philosophy and served as president of the Literature Club. A dedicated writer and thinker, he was awarded the Gilman Scholarship and studied abroad in France. Deeply interested in cultures, language, and the human experience, Carson is transferring to Arizona State University and is planning to pursue graduate studies with the goal of teaching and writing. He also likes long walks on the beach. Please help me welcome and congratulate Carson Mock, your 2025 Student Commencement speaker.
Good morning, President Wooster, members of the governing board, faculty, staff, graduates, family, and friends. I used to see graduation as a finish line, a moment where, after many years of effort, years of struggle, you eventually break through that ribbon, grab your medal, and move on. That's the end of it. But standing here today, I realize it's something else entirely. Graduation isn't a finish line at all, it's a door. With each new graduation, from diploma to degree, from certificate to license, learning and opportunity never stop. We're not done just because we walk across some stage. And as we step through this door, we're not met with certainty, but with possibility. First, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge this achievement. Every single one of us made the choice to be here, to reach for that door. We chose to wake up for early morning classes, to push through midterms and finals, and to balance school with work and family and all of life's unpredictable challenges. So, today we celebrate not just the fact that we're graduating, but that we all chose to strive and to succeed. I'd also like to thank all the professors who've made this journey meaningful. To philosophy professors Mawad and Ostowich, to sociology professor Seeger, and to public speaking professor Bryant, thank you. I would also like to thank the countless staff who keep this school running. You have challenged us, inspired us, and shaped the way that we think. Your impacts will stay with us far beyond the walls of the school. Now, as we leave Chandler-Gilbert, our choices will become even more significant. A new freedom awaits. But freedom isn't just about leaving school with a new degree, it's about how we approach the future. When we think of freedom, there's often this idea of escape, that freedom means freedom from something. But real freedom isn't about leaving anything behind. It's about what we choose to do and how we choose to do it. The directions we walk, the things we commit ourselves to, and especially the futures we create. I'm a philosophy major, and I thought it only fitting to quote someone I've always seen as profound. The philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre once wrote that we are condemned to be free, that in essence, we are freedom itself. And what he means by that is that we aren't born with some predetermined purpose, some path meant to be followed, but rather that we have the power to choose for ourselves, to create our own futures. And some of us have already chosen majors, careers, or our next steps. But many of us are standing at the crossroads of uncertainty. And even for those of us who have decided what awaits, I know I would be lying in saying that I am absolutely certain I know what I want. But I think that there's beauty in that. I think there's beauty in knowing that nothing is picked for us, that we have the power to choose for ourselves. But I also know that choice can be overwhelming. One of my favorite authors, Sylvia Plath, once wrote about a fig tree. She imagined herself sitting before it, and each branch, each future, held a different path. A writer, a traveler, a professor, a mother, an artist. But as she sat there, stuck in indecision, the figs, each future, began to wither and drop one by one. And whether we know it or not, we're all facing that same dilemma. So many choices stretch before us. Different careers, ambitions, and relationships. And while we may not always know the right decision, whatever that may mean, what really matters isn't having that perfect plan or knowing what's next. It's having the courage to move forward despite that. But as we move forward, there is something that we must absolutely carry with us. As we move forward, we have to carry responsibility. The responsibility to think, to question, and to never abandon learning. This moment, this degree, is not the end of our education. Rather, it's just another beginning. A diploma is not proof that we have all the answers, but it is proof that we can ask the right questions. It seems that now, more than ever before, we have all the answers resting at our fingertips. The internet is filled with explanations, opinions, and schemes that answer all of life's most pressing questions. If you're curious about something, there's likely someone on Twitter with a 15-post thread on how to think. And despite that, we must still ask, why are things the way they are? And even more importantly, how should they be? Unfortunately, I know it's easy. I know it's very easy to just accept what we're told and to never think twice. And I know it's even easier to follow instead of to think for ourselves. But just as in the future where we must never stop learning, we must never stop questioning. True freedom may begin with choice, but it is in choosing responsibly that we best exercise our freedom, to shape our world rather than be shaped by it. So, as we move forward and step into this uncertain next chapter, I encourage you, no, I implore you, don't stand around too long waiting for that fig tree. We can't wait and watch our opportunities pass us by. We must move, we must take risks, and we must reach for what truly matters most. Wherever you go, your journey isn't necessarily about what you do or who you are. It's about how you do it, who you become, with intention, with thought, and with courage. The beauty of today isn't that we've reached an ending. It's that we stand at a new beginning. We're staring into a great wide unknown, millions of choices and futures, but we have the privilege to choose. And the choices we make will shape not only our lives, but the whole world around us. So, as we walk through this door, let's do so bravely, wisely, and with a mind that never stops questioning. Thank you.
Please welcome Dr. Deborah Hardy, Vice President of Academic Affairs.
Thank you to faculty, staff, and administrators, family, and friends who've played a pivotal role in the lives of our students who are graduating today. We've reached the long-awaited moment. Today we assemble to recognize those who have completed the requirements to be granted degrees and certificates. Will President Wooster please join me to accept the presentation of Summer 2024, Fall 2024, and Spring 2025 candidates for degrees and certificates. President Wooster. President Wooster, these candidates have completed all requirements for degrees and certificates indicated and are recommended by the faculty for the conference of those degrees and certificates.
Graduates, by conferring these degrees and certificates, the college bestows upon you the highest honor that it can give. Your faculty have certified to me and to the governing board that you have met the academic standards of this institution. Will all the candidates for degrees and certificates please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the governing board of the Maricopa County Community College District, I am privileged to confer upon you the degree or certificate recommended by the faculty with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. We will now recognize each of our graduates.
Please welcome Mary Ellen Ornberger, Dr. Kate Hope, Sue Steele, and Dr. Elliot Cherner, who will be reading our graduates' names and degrees.
Carson Mark, Associate in Arts, emphasis in philosophy. Caitlin James, Associate in Arts, emphasis in psychology. Catherine O'Donnell, Associate in Applied Science, General Business. Associate in Applied Science, General Business.
Hannah Michelle Williams.
Rosalia Ozirovich, Associate in Science, emphasis in Psychology. Jamie Johnson, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Ryan Yu, Associate in Science, emphasis in Computer Science.
Phelps, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education.
Harold Merritt, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Secondary Education.
Diana Ariola, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education. Emma Rita, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education.
Excel Melendez Espinosa.
Reina Miranda, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Criminal Justice.
Kyle Baker, Certificate in Aircraft Maintenance Technology.
Certificate of Completion in Digital Arts, Digital Photography.
Travis Samate, Certificate of Completion in Aircraft Maintenance Technology, Power Plant and Airframe.
Stephen Quintana, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Alexis Sebastian, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Dominic Bird, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Mathematics.
Lorenzo Valenzuela Altamare, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biological Sciences.
Dulance Morin, Associate in Applied Science, Law Enforcement Training.
Michael Pampa, Associate in Applied Science, Information Technology.
Salma Avina, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, emphasis in Music.
Twyla Morrison, Associate in Arts.
Natalie Valenzuela, Associate in Applied Science, Management.
Dinah Trujillo, Associate in Arts.
Pablo Valenzuela, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Exercise Science.
Irvin Moreno, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering.
Clark Johnson, Associate in Arts.
Brianna Santos Perez, Associate in Arts, emphasis in English creative writing.
Asia Mitchell, Associate in Applied Science, Illustration and Sequential Art.
John Koneska, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Mathematics.
Kailani Reyes, Associate in Applied Science, Illustration and Sequential Art.
Selena Blackhorse Anderson, Associate in Science.
Zipporah Sampler Wright, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biological Sciences.
Sarah Bullard, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Communication.
Calicia Knowlton, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Xavier Woolard, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Emily Ferzaka, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Dana Leon, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Criminal Justice.
Veronica Brown, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Early Childhood Education.
Samuel Stevens, Associate in Science, emphasis in Computer Science.
Sienna Kai, Associate in Applied Science, Accounting.
Garnet Wilcoxon, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing.
Emily Curran, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biological Sciences.
Aubrey Gleason, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing.
Brady Dilworth, Associate in Arts.
Marley Adams, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing.
Loriana Cordwell, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Exercise Science.
Kylie Shamans, Associate in Applied Science, Nursing.
Jennifer Pina Rocha, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Exercise Science.
Daniela Casablanca Caceres, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biological Sciences.
Cadence Turner, Associate in Applied Science, Exercise Science, Health, Fitness, and Sports.
Ryan Zayasia, Associate in Applied Science, Aircraft Maintenance
Engineering.
Jonathan Anderson, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology and Airframe.
Alyssa Gloria DeShanko, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering.
J. Lori Shargu Love, Associate in Arts, emphasis in English, Creative Writing.
Larissa Cardenas, Associate in General Studies.
Antonio Gabriel Santos, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology.
Mariah Girola, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Isabella McGee, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biological Sciences.
Miranda Larissa Estrada.
Gabby McGee, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biological Sciences.
Jasmine Darden, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology.
Kai Mingus, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Kyle Blount, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering.
Dayton Wood, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology, Power Plant and Airframe.
McKenna Evans, Associate in Arts.
David Garcia, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology, Power Plant and Airframe.
May Fang, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biological Sciences.
Matthew Dvorsky, Certificate of Completion in Aircraft Maintenance Technology, Power Plant and Airframe.
Eliza Lopez, Associate in Arts, emphasis in English, Creative Writing.
Austin McCormick, Associate in Applied Science, Aircraft Maintenance Technology.
Alyssa Hellner, Associate in Arts.
Kevin Canlis, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology and Power Plant Airframe.
Melody Zuniga, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Social Work.
Denmark Natura, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology Airframe.
Ian Murphy, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering.
Edward Anthony Gallego, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology.
Clarissa Rowe, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education.
Kyle Boron, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology, Airframe and Power Plant.
Kirsten Hine, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Margot Horn, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology, Power Plant and Airframe.
Derek Nyaga, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Brennan Oath, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology, Power Plant and Airframe.
Joshua Gertler, Associate in Applied Science, Information Technology.
Kenneth Gregory, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology, Power Plant and Airframe.
Jeffrey Pesca, Associate in Arts.
Kevin Carter, Certificate of Completion in Aircraft Maintenance Technology, Power Plant and Airframe.
Lisa Woolsey, Associate in Arts.
Aflar Pratt, Associate in Science.
Kim Castile, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering.
Marissa Morehouse, Associate in Arts, emphasis Speech and Hearing Science.
Courtney Reed, Associate in Science, emphasis in Computer Science.
Ashlyn Campbell, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education.
Scott Merlat, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Secondary Education.
Courtney Johnston, Certificate of Completion in Organizational Leadership and Associate in Applied Science and Management.
Bethany Ridgway, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Cody Nelson, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Maya Donnelly, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, emphasis in Theater.
Evan Del Rio, Associate in Applied Science and Cybersecurity.
Mackie Williams, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, emphasis in Theater.
Lillian Kuznicki, Associate in Applied Science, Forensic Science.
Yael Alcantara, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, emphasis in Theater.
Sage Valen, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology.
Rob Belinsky, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, emphasis in Dance.
Samantha Berry, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Isabella Martinez, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, emphasis in Dance.
Danica Felice, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology.
Emily Woke, Associate in Science.
Rico Felice, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering.
Joshua Budalik, Associate in Science, emphasis in Physics.
Rowan Robinson, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Brandon Christopher, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering.
Aisha Harrison, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Secondary Education.
Alex Silva, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Political Science.
Hema Ina Morito, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Santiago Bautista, Associate in Science, emphasis in Geography, Meteorology.
Leonor Gordado, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Christopher Bapalukas, Associate in Applied Science, Engineering Technology.
Araceli Romero Pimentel, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering.
Alexandra Roman, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Counseling and Applied Psychological Science.
Hannah White, Associate in Science and Engineering.
Chelsea Blanchard, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Counseling and Applied Psychological Science.
Lily Barlow, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering.
Loveland Blethen, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology.
Madeline Terry, Associate in Science.
Iman Sayedan, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Political Science.
Dominic Zachbow, Associate in Business, Special Requirements.
James Avenetti, Associate in Business, Special Requirements, Certificate in Cisco Network Administration and Security.
Edward Smith, Associate in Applied Science, Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning.
Shabina Boudou, Associate in Science, emphasis in Computer Science.
Alicia Rabolo, Associates in Arts, emphasis in Psychology.
And Gabrielle Domingo Humanlab, Certificate in Adobe Foundations, Animation and Graphics Production.
Tyler Cram, Certificate of Completion in Personal Training, Advanced.
Marshawn Hoskins, Associate in Science, Cybersecurity.
Emily DeVore, Associate in Applied Science and General Business.
James Sanders, Associate in Applied Science, Web Design Development.
Rocky Wilson, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology.
Michael Corritor, Associate in Arts.
Yeneth Montoya, Associate in Applied Science, Illustration and Sequential Art.
Kim Garcia, Associate in Arts.
Kyler Trevino, Associate in Applied Science and Management.
Michael Droke, Associate in Applied Science, Mortuary Science.
Janice Neely, Associate in Science.
Xavier Arts, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Nutritional Science.
Morgan Jasinski, Associate in Arts and Psychology.
Brian Stewart, Associate in Applied Science, Cybersecurity.
Christina Lynn Miller, Associate of Arts.
Abigail Nickel, Associate in Applied Science, Accounting.
Kaylee Jones, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology.
Alexander Goitem, Associate in Arts.
Stephanie D. Carrier, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology.
Henry Hua, Certificate of Completion in Python Applications.
Talia Steele, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Sustainability and Environmental Studies.
Noé Bellamy, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology.
Bryn Brunkhorst, Associate in Applied Science, Airway Science Technology, and Flight Emphasis.
Mike Crosby III, Associate in Applied Science, Aircraft Maintenance Technology.
Stephen Bowman, Associate in Applied Science, Airway Science Technology, and Flight Emphasis.
Austin Pyatt, Certificate of Completion in Aircraft Maintenance Technology.
Kairu Bell and Dwalem, Associate in Applied Science, Airway Science Technology, and Flight Emphasis.
Sione Now, Associate in Applied Science, Aircraft Maintenance Technology Power Plant.
Jaden Radloff, Associate in Applied Science, Airway Science Technology, Flight Emphasis.
Oliver Tuooloaki, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology, Power Plant and Airframe.
Rosendo Pilupsi, Associate in Business, General Business.
Stephen Fulilauni, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology, Power Plant and Airframe.
Mark On, Associate in Science, emphasis in Astronomy.
Seasi Niamu, Certificate Completion in Aircraft Maintenance Technology, Power Plant and Airframe.
Tammy Richards, AAS in Formation Technology.
Lisiate Vega, Certificate of Completion, Aircraft Maintenance Technology, Power Plant and Airframe.
Mackenzie Phipps, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Counseling and Applied Psychological Science.
AJ Jimenez, Associate in Arts, Exercise Science.
Enid De Los Reyes, AAS in Accounting.
Lisa Hendricks, Associate in Arts.
Ahmad Samhab Naimi, Associate in Business, Special Requirements.
Trifina at City, Associate in Business, General Business.
Kennedy Fowler, Associate in Business, General Requirements.
Rochelle Blakely, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education.
Cassandra Bundy, Associate of Arts.
And one last graduate, Cody the Coyote, Associate in Hell Yeah!
Are you gonna correct those?
All right, we did it. Even this guy over here did it, right? Congratulations, Cody. All right, so you shook hands, you took pictures, and now it is time to celebrate. I have a couple directions. I'm going to first ask that our amazing Chandler-Gilbert Community College faculty please rise and follow our ushers to make your way out so we can begin to build our traditional CGCC celebration tunnel. And this thing's pretty cool when you see it. So ushers, if you could help guide them out. And another round of applause for our faculty while they do this, please. All right, as our faculty get ready to celebrate your achievements and they prepare to cheer you on to the next stages of your lives, there's a few final things. You could think of them as maybe like your final exams that I need to say to make sure that we complete this and make it all official. So the first is actually for the guests. We ask that you stay in your seats and wait until the platform party and all of our graduates exit the gym. We promise you, you're going to be able to find them outside there in the celebration area. So please just give a moment for things to clear out. That would be greatly appreciated. And now for our graduates. I wanted to take a moment at the end of this ceremony for a moment of gratitude. Oftentimes we get swept up in moving and in doing, and when we look back, we realize we wish we were just a little bit more present to appreciate and celebrate all that we have walked through. So under your seats is a token. Some of you have found them already. You already got them. You're already turning them on. So underneath your seats, there's a token. It's a symbol that we hope you'll pick up, turn on, and let's take a moment to be grateful and present together for just a second. So these lights are symbolic because we are grateful for the light that you guys give to others, the light that education can shed on ourselves and our future, and the power of people collectively coming together with all that they can offer for the betterment of everyone. Today we handed you your certificate or your degree, but what you've also earned is proof that your hard work, your determination, your dedication, and your persistence can lead to some incredible things. So thank you for taking this small moment to reflect and be grateful. We are so grateful that you made Chandler-Gilbert Community College a part of your journey. Wave those things around a little bit and make some noise, please. Thank you. All right, now for this next part, I need a little bit of help. So Cody, can you help me get the lights back on in here, please? Good job, Cody. All right, as we wrap up, I have one more small warning that I just want to bring to your attention, that as we start your time with you all today as alumni, we want to start it with a bang. I want everyone to please listen to this. There will be a loud noise in just a moment as we wrap up, so I just want to give fair warning as we start your journey as an alumni with a bang, so please be prepared for that as we conclude. So all graduates, would you please rise? You are now officially graduates of Chandler-Gilbert Community College. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left to signify the completion of this milestone. Congratulations.
When you walked into this room, you hardly knew anyone. Sea full of strangers crashing on the rungs. When the band strikes by the end of the night, strangers no more. I want to dance with everybody who came through that door. Whether you came here to party or you came here to cry, whether to meet somebody, cheat somebody, get low or get high. So come on all you people with 2 feet on this floor. I want to dance with everybody who came through that door. And sinners, poets, prophets, and fools, all you cowboys, tricksters, hipsters, trying shine so hard.